conferences, piles of flyers, getting stuck on endless email lists, never-ending calls. There's an easier way to sort through and find the best school fundraisers. Simplify the search. School Zone Podcast proudly presents the 10 top school fundraising ideas for 2017. A guide of top fundraising companies hand-picked from the best podcasts. As an added bonus, it lists 5 awesome resource companies that would add tremendous value to your school and students. That's right, a guide to 10 top fundraising companies and 5 resource companies, all for one low price. Ready to simplify the search? Go to schoolzonepodcast.com/shop. Welcome to School Zone's School Fundraising Ideas Podcast. We interview top fundraising and resource companies to help you find a solution to your next school fundraising or school resource need. This week, we are highlighting 5 great fundraising and resource companies that you need to check out. Are you ready to simplify the search? Now, here's your host, Matt Miller.
Hello, School Zone Podcast listeners. Matt here, San Jose, California, with Micah Hardt of CEC Entertainment, otherwise known as Chuck E. Cheese.
It's our code name.
Man, Micah, I am really, really hungry right now, and you didn't bring pizza,
I did not.
But that's okay. That's okay. I'm beyond that now.
Appreciate that.
We'll move on, but introduce yourself and why the heck are you here on a Friday night when there's a lot of other things you could be doing?
Most definitely, we have a lot of skee ball to play on a Friday night. No, my name is Micah Hardt. I'm the one of the regional learning and development managers of Chuck E. And I'm here to talk about our school fundraising nights, our school spirit nights. We've been doing these since 2004. And we wanted a great way to reach out to our community. It's one of our core principles that we have at Chuck E. is to be serving our community and taking great care of our community and reaching out to schools that need these funds so badly. And if we have an opportunity to do that and do it in an environment that kids want to be a part of, then awesome. I mean, it's such a great marriage of the ability to have a place that kids love to go to and want to be a part of, and we can give back to the school communities. It's a perfect marriage, and we're so happy to be able to do it.
So how long have you been with Chuck E. then?
This will be my 16th year with Chuck E. Cheese. It was my very first job that I started when I was in high school. I started as a party server in the showroom, and I've worked my way up, and now I'm one of the regional learning and development managers, and it's my dream job. I get paid to make kids smile every day, and it's awesome. I love it.
That's cool, man. Wow, 16 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you just touching on what you do now, with training and development, you were telling me you do a lot of like the training commercials and voiceover work and all that for corporate, right?
Yeah.
Around the country. And
yeah. It's great. I mean, one of the first things I did on one of my very first days was I wanted to make the people around me better at work. So my general manager turned to me and he's like, great, you're going to be a trainer. And he let me start teaching people and teaching the people around me to do what they do and love what they do. And now I get paid to do it all the time. And that's amazing. We just spent the last 6 weeks traveling the country talking about our culture characteristics. See what I did there? Characteristics. Talking about, how Chuck E. needs to be a place for fun and family and focusing on the guest and being a little fanatical and letting your nerd flag fly for Chuck E. And we always joke that the true fans and the true people that love Chuck E. Cheese bleed pizza sauce. When they get cut accidentally, they don't bleed blood, they bleed pizza sauce, and we love that. We just think that's a cool part of what we do.
A good portion of my kids' inheritance was spent at Chuck E. Cheese, actually the location in Humble, Texas, north of Houston.
Absolutely, I know it well.
Where we lived for years when Becca here and her brother and sister were much smaller, and we spent a lot of time there.
Well, my paycheck thanks you. So thank you for that.
Yes, and she's only 15, so you were benefiting from that.
Absolutely. And in 1 year, then you can come join the Chuck E. Cheese team and come work for us, and it'll be an amazing time. You get paid to make kids smile every day.
So talk a little bit about, the community giving back, the school fundraising side of what you guys do. Because you guys have obviously a really unique position in the marketplace. you're not only an established business in communities all over the country, but then you already have that environment, like you said, that kids want to come to.
Absolutely.
Which is very, very unique compared to anything else out there. So
Most
talk
definitely.
about that. Talk about how you guys have the ability to leverage that on behalf of the schools,
Absolutely.
that type of thing.
I mean, it's all about kids and kids having fun and having a great time, and that coincides with Chucky. A lot of restaurant nights that you go to out there, you're going to a place that you may want to go to, you may not want to go to. Maybe they have kid-friendly stuff, maybe they don't have kid-friendly stuff. I mean, this one's a slam dunk from the get-go. You know that there's going to be something that the kids are going to want to do, and we've done a lot of work in the community lately, and we've done a lot of work in our restaurants to make a lot of our stuff more parent-friendly as well. We've got a much updated menu with all kinds of cool, great new food that parents are going to like. We've got 3 different crust types now that people can choose from, thin and crispy pizzas. We've got great sandwiches. Our salad bar has always been incredible and amazing. We've got free Wi-Fi for parents now. So if you are there on a school night, you probably have some work to do. You got to get caught up on a few emails. Let the kids go do their thing, spend time with their friends from school in an environment outside of it, get some work done, and everybody wins. And that's just awesome. So it's always been nice to have that restaurant night where you don't have to twist anybody's arm to go. You know the kids are going to want to go. Sometimes there's a little bit of that selling that you have to do with the kids, saying, well, it's for your school. Let's make sure we have to go, but I don't want to go to that restaurant. They're always going to want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. If they're saying they don't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, something is terribly, terribly wrong, and I need to know about that. So it's great, and we love it. So our restaurant night is so simple. We offer it from Monday through Friday. That's something we take a lot of pride in. A lot of restaurants won't do your Friday night events because they want to be able to maintain it on Friday. We offer it a Friday night event as well, so you can come on a non-school night. Our schools can book a weekend night, basically a non-school night, and still have a fundraiser and still earn funds, which is great. And they're going to get 15% of their school's donation is going to get donated back to them. Their school sales are going to get donated. But the cool thing about our restaurant night is that we offer 15% of everything that we sell. There's no limitations on it. Other places you go, it's only going to be on certain food items or non-alcoholic beverages. Ours is literally everything we sell. Pizza, drinks, tokens, whether you use a coupon, you don't use a coupon. If I don't want to eat and I still want to come and support my school, great, come in and play games. You get 15% of your tokens. Go back to it. The merchandise that they sell. If they want ice cream, we offer Dippin' Dots in every location company-wide now. You get 15% of that donation as well. And it's everything that we sell. So that way we're not just a restaurant night, we're way more of a family fun night that you can come for whatever reason you want to come for. And that's really cool. That's really, really exciting. We definitely want to be as inclusive and accepting of everything that we possibly can, and it's been really successful for us. And we started in 2004, and between now and then we've donated more than $14 million back to local schools in that time frame, and that's something we're very, very, very proud of.
So you dispelled a myth here a minute ago when you walked up and my sister Heidi here said, well, we thought you were going to wear a costume, and you were like, costume? What are you talking about?
It's not Halloween. Halloween's not for a couple months now.
Yeah, so how can Chucky be to all of these places?
It's magic. It's magic. It is pure and utter Chucky magic. It's what Chucky does. Chucky's backstory, he wanted to create a place to celebrate every day as important as a birthday. A lot of people don't know Chucky was an orphan. Back in the day, he came from St. Marinera's orphanage, and because he was an orphan, he didn't know his birthday. Chucky has no idea when his birthday is. So when he moved to New York, he won a $50 ticket on a bus. He won a $50 bus ticket in a Pong tournament in New York, and won that, and went to New York and found himself in the rafters of a pizzeria named Pasquale's Pizzeria, and went up there and fell in love with pizza and fell in love with music. And Pasquale discovered him one day and saw that he could sing, and he discovered that he could sing because in the orphanage it was so exciting because there were so many birthdays, there were so many kids around, and those kids knew when their birthdays were, so they were celebrating a birthday pretty much every week, and that was cool, and Chucky loved that, and he wanted that to be a part of it. So when Pasquale brought him in and renamed the restaurant to Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza, he wanted to make it a place where kids could celebrate, kids could have a great time, and that every day is as important as a birthday. And we think that our fundraiser nights are just as important as a birthday. because it's a great opportunity for us to give back to the schools. So when Chucky built all of those restaurants, he made sure and he built that magic into the walls to make sure that Chucky's going to be there. In fact, Chucky takes so much pride in that. One of the big selling points for our fundraising events is that we use Chuck E. Cheese to help promote their fundraising events as well. On the day of their event, on the day of their fundraising night, we bring Chuck E. Cheese to the school at any time between 2 and 4 to help advertise the school and help advertise that fundraising night that's coming. It's pretty exciting.
So star power.
Absolutely. You get a real life, genuine celebrity to come to your school every single day when you have a fundraiser with us.
That's wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. And the history, guys, did you hear that? What other company that we've talked to on the School Zone, and we've talked to a lot of really cool ones, have we gotten that kind of history lesson?
That's right.
That's incredible.
Yep.
That's incredible. So, Micah, if a school wants to work with you guys, aside from obviously needing to have a Chuck E. Cheese nearby, what are some of the requirements? How do they reach out to you guys and potentially set up one of your events, that type of thing?
Most definitely. And they don't necessarily have to have a Chucky right next door. In fact, some of our more successful events out there are with Chuckies that are, 25, 30, 40 miles away because it's not next door, it becomes more of a destination place. And that's actually exciting because if they do it at a restaurant that they go to every third day, they're not going to want to go. But if it's like, we haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a little while, it's a little bit of a ways away, we should make it, especially if it's going to help my school. So that's definitely successful. There are a bunch of different ways you can go. You can definitely go online to our website, chuckecheese.com/fundraising. They can find that information right on there, and then they can enter all the information, and we can start looking for available dates based on the restaurant that's nearest to them. They can also call our hotline that we have available for them, which is 1-888-CEC4FUN, and they can call that information right there, and then leave a message, and we'll have one of our specialists will call them back to get more information from them, find out that they meet the minimum requirements, which there aren't many. For schools, it's got to be a K through 6 school. They have to have a minimum 75 kid attendance or enrollment in the school itself. And that's pretty much it. There might be some other things based on states or jurisdictions that we might have to get some additional information from them. But for the most part, as long as the date's available for them and they meet those minimum requirements, we're gonna take care of them. They book their event, and then 21 days before the event itself, we're gonna send them all of the marketing material that they're gonna need. It's really slick. It's great. It's going to be a full box that's going to come with them. It's going to have flyers that we have both in English and in Spanish already translated that they just need to duplicate and then hand out to the student body. We've got a letter to get teachers on board for their event because teachers are the wheels in motion. They make everything happen. And in fact, at our restaurant nights, we reward our teachers by offering them free food on the night of the event. We offer them an all-you-can-eat salad bar and a drink, or an individual pizza and a drink. Just for coming in. We want to thank them for the service that they do for our kids out there in the community, so we offer that 100% free of charge. They just show us their school ID and they get that free meal. So it's going to include that letter for the teacher, but the cool thing is, in addition to the Chucky visit at the school, we're also going to provide a sticker that's good for them. We're going to have one sticker for every student in their student body. They're going to let us know how many kids they have. We send them that many stickers. And those stickers are a walking, talking advertisement. They put those stickers on the kids at the end of the night or at the end of the day when they're walking home. Now they become walking billboards. They go home, Mom, I got this sticker. It's good for 10 free tokens on the night of the event. So they walk into Chuck E. Cheese, hand this to the cashier. That lets the cashier know that they're there with the fundraising night. And they're going to get 10 free tokens or play points right from the get-go, right from the start. No questions asked. They just hand us that sticker. They get 10 points. They can start playing. Then Mom can place their order. We've got great coupons right on the flyers themselves. They can use those coupons. They can use their own. Again, there's no restrictions on the food that they order. They get 15% of whatever they purchase. And we're going to provide all that for them. We provide full-color posters in the packet as well that they can fill out all their information, post it up in the school. Just anything we can do to help promote the event and get as many kids as there. And in fact, I wanted to use your podcast to be an opportunity to announce a brand new thing that no one's ever heard before. Is this the right time? No one's ever heard this before. This is a brand new thing that I got official permission to announce this on your podcast.
You're going to do that on the School Zone podcast.
School Zone podcast exclusively for you. This is hot off the presses, and I'm going to share it with you and your listeners right now.
Now, can they tell anybody,
Yes.
or do they need to?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
This will now be public knowledge.
Okay.
Because it was announced here. It's like
Okay.
you're getting a freshly released movie trailer
Okay.
right now, but it's Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, awesome.
So
cool.
normally, since we started in 2004, our donation amount has been 15%, which in and of itself is great. Our average check is a little higher than some of your fast food restaurants out there, so people have always gotten great returns from a 15% donation. We're actually now going to increase that to a 20% donation for our schools once they hit a minimum $3,000 sales number in our restaurants itself. There's no restrictions on it. It applies to any school that applies, even ones that already have their reservations booked currently in our system. It's now going to work that if they hit more than $3,000 in sales, as soon as they do that, their donation jumps from 15% to 20% automatically. And anybody moving forward, we're just getting that. We want to make sure that those schools have those amazing funds that they need so desperately, so we want to help. And we want to make sure that if they come in and bring that minimum amount in, we're going to reward them with that extra 5% in donation amount.
Holy smokes, guys. You've heard it here on the School Zone podcast. 20% from 15 with that $3,000 threshold. Micah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, we're excited.
Man, I got chills all over here, this being announced right here and now.
Absolutely.
So I feel a lot of responsibility at this point.
No, we appreciate the opportunity. We're so thankful. This is such an amazing tool that you guys have, and I just hope that all the schools out there, we've got 537 locations nationwide. We've got 15 locations in Canada. We've got 40 locations internationally, and we're just excited. It's a great opportunity. We've been doing it since 2004, and we're excited to see what we can do in the future.
That is so cool. So give everybody, once again, places that they can reach out to you guys and sign their school up. Absolutely. And, all those details.
So, again, you can call our hotline, which is 1-888-CEC-4FUN. And I don't know what the numbers are because nobody ever knows what those numbers are anymore. Or they can go to our website, chuckecheese.com, follow the pages in there to get to our fundraising page, and they can fill out all their information, and we'll have somebody reach out to them. Otherwise, they can just go into their local restaurant. All of our general managers, anybody in the restaurants themselves should have all the information that they need to get them information about. They've got flyers available in the restaurants themselves. If not, they can absolutely get you in contact with somebody at our sales center, at our support center in Texas. We will get somebody and get some information out to you guys so we can make sure we get your event booked as quickly as we can.
Micah Hardt, thanks for coming by, man.
Absolutely.
And joining us at the School Zone here at the California PTA Conference 2017. Appreciate it big time, and best of luck to you, man.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening to the School Zone's School Fundraising Ideas podcast and for simplifying the search. To stay on top of all we're doing, follow us on Pinterest. Have a company you'd like Matt to feature on the School Zone podcast? Have a fundraising question you'd love to get answered? Send a voice message to Matt. We would love to hear from you. Visit schoolzonepodcast.com and click on the Ask Matt a Question button on the bottom right of the page. Simply record, listen, and send. It's that easy. Ask Matt a Question on schoolzonepodcast.com.